Is the correction over, and are we about to make a new high for this year? Let's get straight into it, guys. Guys, it's in a place to trade based on what you're seeing in this video. You know trading is risky, so be smart about the way you're trading. If you're not 100% certain in the way that you're trading the market, stop. You're only going backwards. Okay? There you go. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the markets right now. So the Dow Jones, what has the Dow Jones done? You see, the last couple of days, I've actually done videos saying that the Dow Jones, and also the Nasdaq as well too, but look at the Dow Jones firstly. The Dow Jones is actually at a level of support right now. You see this long-term trend line here is actually this long-term trend line coming through here on this weekly chart. So we're at that level through there. And I said in the videos that we're likely to get a bit of a bounce. That the correction is pretty much over right now, and we'll likely get a bit of a bounce. Now, I did say we need to see how strong this bounce is, because if it's a weak bounce, then we're likely to create a lower high. So as you can see here, right, on my Dow Jones chart, firstly, what happened with the Dow Jones chart? It actually found a lot of support around the 50 and 60% level. So that's still a very strong sign in an overall big booming market, right? When the market only retraces 50 to 60% and holds that level there, we have a very good chance of now breaking back up to new highs again and going for another run. Don't fight that weekly trend, okay? Don't fight it. Don't think, you know, the sky's falling, the sky's falling. For the last few days, I've been doing videos saying, don't listen to this crap out there. Don't listen to this bullshit out there. Just follow along with the markets. So as we can see here, we can see that this what's happened. So I want to see what happens through here. Do we get some really strong movement out of here? And if we do, Santa Claus is coming to town. And what does that mean? We're probably going to race up and break up to new highs for the year. That's still a possibility, right? But if we don't, and we start to get like a bit of a weak move. Now, what I mean by a weak move, if we look at this weekly chart, if we start to rally up and then we start to, what do they call it, peter out or slow down a bit, and then suddenly we start to break and we start to have a breakdown through there. Now, what is this? This is a low and this is a lower high. Breaking of the previous lows, downward we go. So that's what we see through there on the Dow Jones, and the same for the Nasdaq as well too, right? This is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, what happened? It came down all the way down to its major support level. It actually had two support levels through here, and it bounced. Right, bounced off there. You can see what's happening with this weekly candle, right? Coming right back down. Now, I know we still have a couple of days left of the weekly candle, so it's nothing is set in stone yet. We had a big gap here, by the way, which is probably going to get filled in the markets. Also, the Dow Jones had that as well too, right? So a little bit of a gap here on the Dow Jones, which is probably going to be filled. And also the S&P 500. So it'd be really interesting to see what actually happens here with all the indices. Same for the S&P. What I'm looking for right now to see if this is a broadening top or is it just a correction is, once again, what I'm looking for is even same for the Nasdaq as well too, especially on the Nasdaq. What do we have here? What could this be setting up as? Well, you can see here, right, we have this thing here could be a left shoulder. This up here could be a head, and if the market starts to do this for a few weeks or a few months, and then we start to break down and break below the 7,000 level on the weekly chart, this is going to be a right shoulder, and this has happened, and that's going to take probably over 12 months to form. When that happens over 12 months, it's a massive topping pattern, and then down, the prices are down from there. Now, not straight down, guys, okay? It's probably going to go down for a little bit, maybe 4 or 5 or 6% or 10% correction, and then it's going to pull back 3 or 4%, and then it's going to drop down, and that's what the market does, right? So don't be fearful of the market, guys. There's nothing to be afraid of. So and that's what I'm saying right now. Is the correction over, and are we about to make new highs? That's what I'm saying right now. Let me know what you think right now, guys. We're definitely holding a lot of support here right now, and the Dow Jones, which is very interesting, which is holding a major higher low compared to all the other indices. So that means the top 30 stocks in America right now are really holding its ground compared to the top 500 or even the tech stocks right now. So the top 30 stocks are giving us a bit of leeway that, hang on a minute, we're still holding that ground pretty strongly compared to all the other indices. Is the Dow Jones telling us we're likely to hold and rally? Or are we just likely to, are we likely to create a lower high through here, and then we're starting to see the overall crash coming? Let me know what you think in the chat box or the comments below. Before you go, make sure you grab the free Grab the Markets by the Balls training course. In this training course, you're going to learn the top 13 deadly mistakes, the success formula, charting boundaries, the PT method, the ultimate trading system, the blast off trading system, #1 in trading indicator, the $1 million trade and money management, how successful traders approach the market, and so much more. Get this training course for free right now. Click on the very first link in the description to get this whole complete trading course to give you the edge on your side of trading this market. Do that right now, and I'll see you on the other side.